Hey guys, Coach Mitch here. Let's talk about the Secret Service today. What is the mission of the Secret Service? If you don't know, you should know. If you're going to go into the interview panel, you should at least know what the mission is. Are they going to ask you? Not sure. However, your answers should be circulating around what the mission is. This is why you should know what the mission is of the Secret Service. Kind of makes sense, right? Right. 5 points for you guys I've seen in the past 7 years and how the panel knows you're not ready for the interview. These are things I know because I've been doing this for a long time. I get a lot of feedback. First thing is this: the panel is going to notice immediately if you don't understand the mission. How? Because many people who go in front of the Secret Service interview answer questions like their regular law enforcement, security work, or they talk about it's their dream job. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it's LEO because it's not. It's not security work. It's not a dream job. It's a career. But because this mission involves protections, right? Investigations, zero fail responsibility, and national security. This is part of the mission. Therefore, your answers should be circulating around those type qualities. If you don't, you're gonna have a hard time getting past that. I always say to people, it's kind of like, the marriage question, right? When you see a girl, talk to a girl you want to marry, whatever, you don't marry her just because she looks good. There must be other things within her that are quality about her in which you want to marry her for, not just her looks, okay? Same thing with Secret Service. It looks cool, but what's below it? What's the mission, right? Number two, if you guys have weak communication, it shows that you lack readiness. And this is a constant thing with people. I've had some really good candidates in front of me who failed the first time, who come from very qualified backgrounds. So what's a qualified Secret Service background? Most are qualified. This is a part you guys don't get. Many of you think I gotta have LEO, I gotta be military. No, you do not. I've had so many different careers past the Secret Service interview. It's amazing because it fits, because I can make most jobs transferable with the skills into what the Secret Service is looking for. You don't have to be LEO or military. Don't fool yourself with that, okay? Let's get back on track though. So, weak communication. Very weak communication shows that you're not ready for it. What I mean by that, I say it all the time, guys, topical answers. Don't bring to me the topical answers. Yes, I'll fix it for you with you as a coach, right? But if I'm on the panel though, and I'm asking you a deep question, you give me some kind of topical answer through rambling, through losing your structure of the question, maybe avoiding direct answers, or you're over-explaining. Over-explaining is such a telltale that, no, I didn't really study this question, I'm not really ready, I don't even know why I'm sitting down here. You think it's harsh, right, what I'm saying? But this panel can make it more harsh by saying, L, come back later on when you're ready. I coach to that extent that I want perfection. You guys already know who've been through my program. I will have you do 2, 3, or 4 times the same answer because I'm listening for perfection, inflection, voice control, all that. It has to be perfect. Why? Because you have a lot of competition for Secret Service. And I mean a lot of qualified competition. People not playing around. People who are going for this, they're studying, they're getting coaches, right? Or they really are ready for the interview. You don't want to be the one that's not ready because you start rambling, you lose your structure, you avoid the answers. Because here's what I'm looking for, and this is what the panel is looking for. Composure and clarity, for sure. Gotta have CNC. I say it all the time. Gotta have composure and clarity and professionalism, not just experience. And this goes back again. This is why I say to you just don't have to be military or LEO. No. It's more than that, guys. You can do composure in any job. You can show clarity at any job. You can show professionalism at any job. You don't have to just use experience as your background because the Secret Service expects you to have more than just experience when you answer their questions. Next time, guys, is this. When you try to force confidence, I see this a lot, right? So what does force confidence look like? It's guys who are giving these very aggressive answers, right? Which is a no-no. Or they give me these technical type answers, which is a no-no, right? Or if they're overly intense, all those things are not good. It doesn't impress anybody. Those things are like for the panel. They've been there before, they've seen it, they've experienced it. You're not going to get them. Here's how we do it. In my coaching program, we talk about showing an awesome emotional maturity. We show, what do we show? Self-awareness, right? We show even some humility. Then we always show policy followed procedures. So what do I mean by that? It means you have to compose yourself in a certain way. In the interview program, I teach you how to talk about yourself in a certain way so the panel says, oh yeah, that sounds just like us. I understand that, right? When you come off like aggressive, tactical, or overly intense, you sound immature. It sounds emotionally uncontrolled. They want professionalism that is calm and not the ego. Do not bring ego to the interview. You're going to get hammered. Some guys have a lot of experience, right? They come there thinking, well, this experience is going to get me through. It's not. Because sometimes people have a lot of experience, they get into this ego situation where their egos are running the interview for them and not their normal self. What happens? The big L, they fail. Can't have that, right? Here's what I learned in my last 7 years of teaching people the Secret Service interview process. By the way, I have a 90.4% success rate for the past 7 years. Yet 90.4% of my clients pass the Secret Service interview because I take it very serious. This is what I want to do for my legacy. Your passing and getting the badge is part of my legacy. So we share your success. That's why it's very important for me. If you're serious also about getting that badge, going through the process with me for interview prep, down below my description, get into my calendar, and I'll see you on the other side. Last one, guys, here. Pressuring you is going to show the truth about who you are in my coaching program because I make it intentionally uncomfortable. I'm asking questions that make you think, even about your own life. I ask you questions make you think about your own life, right? So if you get quiet, right, or you get serious too fast, then I know you're nervous. I know you're insecure. I know you lack preparation. I know you were not emotionally stable for the question. This is what they know. This is what this panel is asking you, questions that intentionally put pressure on you because they want to see what happens in these answers you're going to give. Are you nervous? Are you insecure? Are you emotionally mature? Do you lack are you emotionally stable? Do you understand the policy? This is what they're looking at. So when they're quiet, looking at you the whole time, they're checking you out, everything like this, they're reading you. They're trying to understand you. Because this is when they say, you know what? Is this guy going to pass or not? This is what they're thinking. This is what they know. They have been doing this for a long time. You're not going to fool these guys. This panel is trained to evaluate you for more than just your words. They are trained to read you. Do you understand the policy being applied? Do you understand emotional control? Secret Service, right? SA, correct? Should be like invisible guardians. Is your attitude come out to a way that they can say, you know what, this person understands the mission? Or they say, oh my God, this guy's a train wreck, right? You have to think about that. The Secret Service is an awesome organization to be part of. You don't have to be military or law enforcement to get into there, but you have to want it. If you want help with this, get into my description, get into my calendar. I'll show you how it's done.